Ciao, I'm Chiara from Prym Segno and welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you how to crochet this warm and cozy sweater for winter. This sweater will be a brilliant gift idea for many occasions. For this project I use Cosmo from Mondial. You can find all the links and how much yarn you need in the description box. And a 7mm hook, I use this from Prym. We start with the upper body, so now chain 69. So now we do one single crochet into the second chain from hook and continue to do one single crochet in each chain down the row. Now we have 68 single crochets. So now chain 3 and this counts as your first double crochet, then turn the work and now we are going to create the zigzag puff stitch. So first we skip the next stitch, then we do one double crochet into the next one. And now we're going to do the first puff stitch in the skipped stitch. Here there is a lesson about the difference between puff stitch, bubble stitch and popcorn stitch. I will leave the link in the info box below, but now let's repeat together. To create a puff stitch, first yarn over and insert the hook into the stitch. In this case we enter into the skipped stitch. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. There will be 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, insert the hook again into the same stitch, yarn over and pull through a long loop for a total of 5 times. So now we have 11 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all these loops. Chain 1. So now we skip the next stitch, then we do one double crochet into the next one, and now we're going to create another puff stitch into the skipped stitch here. So yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through a long loop, yarn over, insert the hook into the same stitch and pull up a loop and continue to repeat this for a total of 5 times. Then yarn over and pull through all this loop, chain 1, and repeat this sequence until the end of this row. So skip the next, then we do one double crochet into the next one. Then we do another puff stitch into the skipped stitch. And now we do 1 double crochet into this last stitch. So now chain 3, remember this count as your first double crochet, then turn the work. Now we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet here over the double crochet of the previous row. And now we do a puff stitch here in this space. Remember, chain 1 to close the puff stitch. And now we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next one. The next one is the double crochet of the previous row. And now it's very easy because we're going to do the puff stitch into the space between the puff stitch of the previous row. And continue to repeat this until the end of this row. And now we do the last double crochet into the third chain. So all we have to do now is to repeat this last row 2 more times. Remember, chain 3, this count as your first double crochet, then turn the work, then we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next one. Then we do the puff stitch into the space between the puff stitch of the previous row. And continue to repeat this for a total of 4 rows. Okay, now I've done 4 rows of puff stitch. And now we are ready to start the body, and all we have to do now is to do 1 double crochet in each stitch. So first chain 3, this counts as your first double crochet. Then we do 1 double crochet in each stitch. So we will have the same number of stitches as in the beginning. I suggest to work 1 double crochet over the double crochet of the previous row and 1 double crochet into the space between the puff stitch, so it's more easy. And now we do 1 double crochet into the third chain to complete this row. So now pay attention because we are going to repeat this last row, but we will work in back loop only. And we will work in back loop until we will reach the length of the body. So chain 3, count as your first double crochet, then we do 1 double crochet in back loop. And continue to repeat this last row in back loop for a total of 45 rows, or until we reach the length about 58 centimeters or 23 inches. Okay, now my rectangle is 50 centimeters wide and 66 centimeters long, and of course you need to have two rectangles. So now let's take the shoulder measurement. We place a clip to the top about 13 centimeters from the corner. Then of course do the same on the opposite side. And now let's take the measurement of the armhole. We place a clip about 21 centimeters from the corner, and of course do the same on the other side. And now we are going to sew the part of the shoulders and under the side of each armhole using a tapestry needle. So now turn the garment inside out, and then we're ready to work the sleeves. So insert the hook here. Now chain one, then we do one double crochet all the way around. Join with a slip stitch into the first double crochet, and now I have 45 double crochets all around, and all we have to do now is to repeat this last round for a total of 27 rows, but we work in back loop only, as we did with the body part. I suggest to place a marker into the first double crochet. And continue to work one double crochet in back loop for a total of 27 rounds. Okay, now I've done a total of 27 rounds, and now we are going to do 3 rounds more of decreases. In the first round of decreases, we're going to do a total of random 5 decreases, double crochets decreases, of course. So first we do 1 double crochet into the first 4, 5 or 3 stitches as you prefer. And now we're going to work 2 double crochets together, and to do this, first yarn over and insert the hook into the stitch, into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, insert the hook into the next stitch. Yarn over and pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through remaining 3 loops. And this is the first decrease. So now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the following stitch, and remember we are going to do 4 decrease more all the way around, as you prefer. Now we're going to repeat this last round, but this time we do 4 random decreases. And now we are going to do a round with 3 random decreases. Okay, so now we are going to complete the sleeve with 2 rounds of zigzag puff stitch as we did with the upper body. So first chain 1, then we do 1 double crochet into the same stitch, place a marker into this stitch, and now we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next one, and now we do a puff stitch into this skipped stitch. Chain 1, then we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next one, then we do another puff stitch into this skipped stitch, and repeat this sequence until the end of this round. Remove the marker, then join with a slip stitch into the first double crochet. And now we're going to do the last round. So first chain 1, then turn the work, then we do 1 double crochet into this first stitch. Now we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next stitch, then we do a puff stitch into this space between the puff stitch as we did before. Chain 1, then we skip the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet into the next one, and now we do a puff stitch into this space, into the space between the puff stitch of the previous row, and repeat this until the end of this round. And of course, join with a slip stitch into the first double crochet. So now cut the yarn with the tails inside the garment, and of course do the same for the other sleeve. So now let me show you the finished Cosmo pull. The simplicity of this design allows the partner to be open to using different yarn, fibers and colors. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you create your Cosmo pull. I will leave all the links that you need in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on bell icon to get notification. A special thanks for my special model, my daughter Maia. Thank you for watching and I see you in the next video. Ciao and tanto love!